Okay, I'm gonna look at the phone.
Hawkins here, Chickenhawkfarmstead.
Hello.
And today we're going to attempt at making our first bioreactor. I just recently took a course over at, what was it?
Jack.
But it was home food systems, something like that. I'll leave a link below. It was a very in-depth course, I think about like 8 to 10 hours of, but it explains everything you need to do, all the reasons why. So when you know why, when you come into a hiccup, it's a little bit easier to do some stuff. But that aside, this is what we got going on. We're putting ours in an IBC tote because we do plan on, that way we can move it around with the tractor with the forks. If you ain't got that, you can put it straight on the ground, all that good stuff. Now I will say one thing that's going to cause some issues using this pallet that's got a metal bottom on it. And when we go to put our stand-up pipes in, if you're putting it in the ground, you can have a piece of PVC pipe down there to hold it in place. We're not going to have that. So hopefully she's going to be able to help me hold this because we're going to be putting at least 5, I'd say 5 pipes in there. You think you got to hold like 5 of them at the same time. We might have to get all the kids out here for that. We'll see. But our first step is going to be putting weed blocker around. We got some weed blocker here. I picked it up last year on sale at the end of the year. So something to keep an eye on. We're going to take this, and the idea is to put it all around here. I'm going to zip tie it in place. Hopefully that holds for a while. And then it's going to be easy. We've got our chicken coop right here. We're going to clean that out. Put the material in here. Use the stackers, wet it down. Every time we get it, I don't know, 6 inches, something like that. And set our first one, kind of lowering as we go. So we'll do a lot of stuff in fast forward and check it out. See if any of this information helps you, gives you some ideas. So we'll be back. Alright, so that took a while. Got everything in there, and actually, between adding the straw, because that was a lot of dust, like everything had been broke down. It's been there, might have been 2 years. Man, I got a lot of chickens in there, about 14 to 16 or something like that. So, and it stays really dry. So it's all whatever, you know. So that's why we did a couple layers, did some of the stuff we cleaned out of there, then some straw off of old hay bale from last year, round bale, and then did some more. The red bucket that had biochar in it, spread that out like 2 or 3 spots. I think the top's probably better because if it gets worked down, some of the stuff it was less than, I think, less than ½ inch, 1/4 inch size biochar and smaller. So that got in there. Next thing I need to do is put wood chips on the top. But before I do that, I'm hoping this, I got a 25 horsepower tractor here. It's a compact. Hopefully I'll be able to pick this up. If not, I'll have to go get the bigger boy and pick this up and move. But we'll see. That's why I still want to drench it down a lot more than it is and get that, you know, get it fully wetted or whatever before we let it set this first time. So before I do any of that, like I said, I'm going to try to move it to its spot where it's going to chill for a bit. Then we'll add some more water, then some wood chips, and we'll be done after that. So I'll be back in here in a few. Actually, I'm going to leave it on, and you'll see if this thing gets picked up and moved out of frame. You'll know if my tractor actually got it. All right, well, there's our final result. Wasn't the worst. Time-wise, I'm gonna have to look it up. I think it might have took 4 hours. Very easy, a little bit labor intensive, but it's done. It'll sit here for either right here for the next year. Like I said, since I got it on a pallet, I can move it around. Once I water this thing, my little 25 horsepower tractor probably ain't lifting it. Maybe, but I doubt it. So you'll definitely need something bigger. The 50, I don't think that's going to have an issue picking it up and moving around. But it all depends on how saturated it really is. We'll leave the stacks in there probably, I think they say like 2-3 days to like 2 weeks. I'll probably go ahead and just leave them in there for about a week. Just let everything settle. And next week we might see about going ahead and making another one of these. Let's go get a lot of cow poop and hay and do it again. We'll just have to see. But the weed mat or the weed blocker, it held up a lot better than I thought it would. But I mean, it's on there. We got our wood chips cap, which you saw, and these were actually wood chips. Our local recycling center actually gives away wood chips. They'll even load you up. So I got a dump bed dump trailer. I'll go and I'll get it all the time, and I just pile them up. So these things have been sitting probably about 3 years. Minimum 2. I think it's 3 because I made a new pile last year. But anyways, so they got a lot of good, I saw a lot of good fungal activity inside of there. The chicken's been scratching at it too. So those are on for a cap. We'll get this thing watered down. So I'm gonna soak it up really good and we'll get it going. That's it for now. You're gonna have to wait a year to see how this stuff really turns out. He said after 3 months you can kind of start using some if you wanted to. But it really needs a year to actually get any good. So, like I said, like, share, and subscribe. Check back in a year if this is what you're looking for. Or just build one. Yeah, that'll work too. Later.